In this video, I'm about to show you 5 so-called healthy fast food drinks that are cod, actually worst for anyone over 60, and 5 drinks you must have daily. Number 5. Burger King Frozen Coke. Let's be real. A frozen Coke from Burger King might look like the perfect way to cool down on a hot afternoon. It's ice, it's soda, it's fun what could go wrong, right? But here's the reality. This drink is basically sugar water on steroids. A medium frozen Coke packs around 260 calories and a shocking 72 grams of sugar. That's not just a treat, it's basically a sugar bomb. To put it in perspective, the American Heart Association recommends that older adults keep added sugar under 25 to 30 grams per day. This one drink nearly triples that number in minutes. And it's not just the sugar, because frozen Coke has 0 nutrients, no fiber, no vitamins, nothing to slow the absorption it hits your bloodstream. Like a freight train, that sudden spike can raise blood pressure, drain your energy, and put extra stress on your heart. For those already managing diabetes or pre-diabetes, it's practically a recipe for disaster. Here's a quick comparison that might surprise you. Drinking a medium frozen Coke is like downing 2.5 cans of regular soda in one go. Imagine doing that every week. Your body simply can't keep up, especially after 60, when your metabolism slows down and your heart has to work harder. Even the refreshing sensation is misleading. That icy sweetness feels light in the cup, but inside your body, it's a flood of sugar and empty calories that can leave you feeling jittery, bloated, and drained shortly after. And it doesn't stop there. Regularly consuming drinks like this quietly wears down your system over time. It can contribute to weight gain, blood sugar swings, and long-term heart strain, all for a fleeting, momentary sugar rush that disappears as fast as it hits. Something that seems fun and harmless ends up being more like a ticking time bomb for your health. The sad truth is, what melts in your cup and seems so satisfying in the moment is quietly chipping away at your long-term wellness. So, if you thought you were just treating yourself to a harmless frozen drink, think again. This isn't a refresher, it's a sugar bomb waiting to explode in your bloodstream. And for older adults, the consequences can be severe. Number 4. Starbucks Caramel Frappuccino. Now, here's the thing. Starbucks has mastered the art of looking innocent and indulgent. At the same time, people walk in thinking, it's just a coffee, maybe a harmless treat, it can't be that bad, right? But let's be real, that caramel frappuccino with all its whipped cream and caramel drizzle is basically a sugar bomb disguised as a creamy, coffee-flavored reward. Here's the truth most people don't realize. A grande caramel frappuccino comes with about 380 calories and nearly 54 grams of sugar. That's the same sugar you'd get from eating 5 glazed donuts in one sitting. And for older adults, that sugar isn't just empty calories. It spikes insulin, puts stress on the pancreas, and increases the risk of type 2 diabetes and weight gain around the belly. Precisely the kind of fat linked to heart disease, the hidden danger, saturated fat and sodium. With whipped cream and caramel drizzle, you're getting around 15 grams of fat and over 220 milligrams of sodium. That may not sound like much, but for seniors already watching, blood pressure, every milligram counts. A 2020 study published in the Nutrients Journal showed that high-sugar coffee beverages can raise bad cholesterol, LDL, and trigger inflammation in blood vessels. For someone over 60, that means a higher risk of clogged arteries, strokes, and fatigue. And here's the kicker. Because of the caffeine and sugar combo, many people report feeling wired at first and then completely drained a couple of hours later. That afternoon slump isn't in your head, it's your body crashing. So while a caramel frappuccino might look like a fun treat, the reality is it's more like a sugar-loaded milkshake disguised as coffee. For seniors, that means extra weight, higher blood pressure, and long-term heart strain. Number 3. Dunkin' Coolada. At first glance, a Dunkin' Coolada feels like a fun, harmless frozen drink. It's colorful, fruity, and gives off that tropical vacation in a cup vibe. Many older adults grab one, thinking, at least it's not soda, it's juice. right? But that's the trick. A medium culotta with the blue raspberry flavor has over 360 calories and a jaw-dropping 89 grams of sugar. That's more sugar than you'd get from eating 3 full-size candy bars. And unlike natural juice, none of that sugar comes with fiber, vitamins, or minerals your body actually needs. It's just straight glucose hitting your system at lightning speed. Here's where it gets worse for seniors. Culattas are loaded with artificial colors and flavors. These additives may look fun, but studies show that artificial dyes can cause inflammation and even worsen joint pain, something many people over 60 already struggle with. Add in the sugar spike and you've got a one-way ticket to feeling achy and sluggish. Hydration is another trap. Because it's frozen, your brain thinks your thirst is quenched. In reality, the sugar and sodium are actually dehydrating you, bringing fatigue, headaches, and dizziness that older adults often blame on just getting older. Research from the CDC makes it clear. Diets high in added sugar put older adults at serious risk of obesity, heart disease, and even kidney strain. And the Dunkin' Coolatta, it's basically the poster child for that problem. So while it may look like a fruity refreshment, the Dunkin' Coolatta is really just a giant sugar and chemical cocktail. Number 2, Taco Bell Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Walking into Taco Bell, you can't skip grabbing that bright blue-green Baja Blast. It looks fun, feels refreshing, and seems like the perfect companion to your tacos and burritos. It smells sweet, fizzes in your mouth, and gives that little vacation in a cup vibe. But here's the twist. While it feels harmless and tasty, your body is quietly struggling with the overload of sugar, caffeine, and sodium hiding in that vibrant sip. A large Baja Blast has about 420 calories, 110 grams of sugar, and close to 150 milligrams of caffeine. That's like chugging down 11 teaspoons of sugar plus 2 cups of coffee, all in one oversized soda. And it doesn't stop there. The sodium content, nearly 85 milligrams per serving, puts extra strain on your kidneys, forcing your body to work overtime just to keep things balanced. Here's why that's especially dangerous for seniors. The sugar spike can send blood glucose soaring, while the caffeine drives blood pressure higher. Combine that with sodium, and your heart, kidneys, and circulatory system are under severe stress. For older adults already managing hypertension, kidney issues, or diabetes, one sip of Baja Blast is far from harmless. It's a ticking time bomb. And there's more. Bone health. Mountain Dew, like many sodas, contains high levels of phosphoric acid. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition links regular soda intake to lower bone density in older adults. That means every time you enjoy that vibrant blue drink, you could be subtly weakening your bones, increasing your risk of fractures down the road. Hydration? Forget it. With all the sugar and caffeine, Baja Blast actually dehydrates the body. That fleeting, refreshing feeling in your mouth is misleading. Inside, your system is losing water, leaving you fatigued, thirsty, and drained. Many seniors mistake this tiredness for normal aging, when in fact it's the soda slowly sapping their energy. So while Taco Bell markets Baja Blast as a refreshing exclusive, the truth is very different. For anyone over 60, this bright blue drink isn't a harmless indulgence. It's a cocktail of long-term damage for your heart, kidneys, and bones. What looks like fun and refreshment in a cup is actually putting your body at risk. Sip by dangerous sip. Number 1. McDonald's Frappe Mocha. On the surface, a McDonald's Frappe Mocha feels like a sweet little indulgence. It's marketed as iced coffee, but let's be honest, this is no coffee. It's a liquid dessert dressed up as a morning pick-me-up. A medium mocha frappe packs about 560 calories, over 70 grams of sugar, and nearly 24 grams of fat. That's not far off from eating a whole slice of chocolate cake with a straw. For someone over 60, that combination of sugar and saturated fat is like pouring gasoline on the fire of heart disease and type 2 diabetes. Even sometimes indulgence can take a toll when your metabolism slows. down and your body doesn't recover from sugar spikes as quickly. But here's the part most people don't think about: the impact on the brain. Studies in the journal Alzheimer's and Dementia have found that diets high in added sugars and processed fats can increase the risk of cognitive decline by up to 40% in older adults. That means this coffee treat isn't just a calorie bomb. It's quietly putting your memory, focus, and overall brain health at risk over time. Then there's the caffeine sugar roller coaster. At first you feel awake, even energized. The cold sweetness and chocolatey flavor hit the spot, making it feel like a harmless little boost. But an hour later, your body crashes hard, leaving you tired, moody, and craving even more sugar. For seniors, that crash can have real consequences: dizziness, low energy for daily tasks, and even a higher risk of falls. What felt like a fun pick-me-up turns into a short-term high, followed by a long-term burden. The saddest part? Many folks order this drink thinking, at least it's coffee, it can't be that bad. But in reality, there's barely any coffee in it at all. What you're really drinking is a sugar and fat bomb that stresses your heart, your brain, and your waistline all at once. That whipped cream topping, chocolate drizzle, and icy texture may look appealing, but every element is working against your body, not for it. But not all hope is lost, as there still exist drinks you can get in chains that genuinely don't have as much of a harmful impact. Not while they might not be comparable to the average green juice, they are alternative options you ought to know, starting with number 5, Starbucks unsweetened iced green tea. Let's be honest. When you're standing in line at Starbucks, this drink doesn't exactly scream fun. No whipped cream, no caramel drizzle, no chocolate syrup, just a greenish tea with some ice cubes floating in it. Kind of boring, right? But here's the truth. This simple little drink quietly does everything your body needs without all the sugar, calories, and artificial extras that make so many other fast food drinks dangerous. Starbucks unsweetened iced green tea has 0 sugar, 0 calories, and none of the junk that can spike your blood sugar or leave you feeling bloated. And yet, it's not just empty liquid. It's packed with antioxidants. Those plant compounds that quietly help protect your heart, your brain, and even your skin. Doctors often recommend green tea because it reduces inflammation, supports healthy blood pressure, and gives your body a gentle boost without forcing it into overdrive. Here's another hidden gem: the combination of mild caffeine and an amino acid called L-theanine doesn't just wake you up, it helps you stay calm, focused, and alert. No jitters, no crash. Just steady energy that feels natural, like your body is moving in sync, instead of being yanked around by sugar highs and lows. And here's something I hear again and again from people who sip this regularly: green tea makes me feel lighter, like my body isn't weighed down. And that's really the whole point. After 60, your metabolism slows down and your body doesn't bounce back from sugar crashes the way it used to. Drinks loaded with sugar might feel suitable for a few minutes, but then they leave you tired, bloated, and craving more. This tea, it's the opposite. It gives you a gentle lift, keeps you hydrated, and makes you feel like your body is thanking you for choosing wisely. Plus, there's something subtly satisfying about sipping something clean and simple on a warm day. The ice clinks in the cup, the tea tastes crisp and refreshing, and somehow, just holding that cup feels calming. It's a small, quiet pleasure that older adults can really appreciate: a drink that refreshes without weighing you down or adding hidden stress to your system. So yeah, it's not flashy, no glitter, no syrup, no whipped cream extravaganza, but sometimes the best choice isn't the one that looks exciting. It's the one that quietly keeps you healthier, sharper, and energized. And that's exactly what Starbucks unsweetened iced green tea delivers. Every sip reminds you that simple can be brilliant, especially when it comes to taking care of yourself after 60. Number 4, Chick-fil-A Diet Lemonade. Now, I know what you're thinking. Diet lemonade? That sounds like a watered-down version of the real thing. And honestly, that's what I thought too the first time I saw it on the menu at Chick-fil-A. No thick milkshake, no bright soda colors, just lemonade. But here's the thing. This apparently simple drink quietly does a lot of good. Chick-fil-A actually makes this with real lemon juice, not some artificial powder mix. That means you're getting a natural, crisp flavor without the sugar overload. A medium cup has about 50 calories and only 6 grams of sugar. Compare that to their regular lemonade, which hits nearly 60 grams of sugar in the same size, and it's a night and day difference. For older adults, lower sugar means less strain on the pancreas, steadier blood sugar levels, and no mid-afternoon energy crash. Your body actually thanks you for making a smarter choice. Another subtle but significant benefit, it's easier on your digestion. Unlike sugary sodas or creamy shakes, this drink doesn't leave you feeling bloated or heavy. You get the flavor and refreshment without any extra discomfort. And here's the kicker, it's genuinely refreshing. Seriously refreshing. On a hot day, you can sip this and actually feel hydrated, not jittery or weighed down like soda leaves you. There's a simple satisfaction in having a drink that feels light, clean, and revitalizing. So while it may not be as flashy as a frozen drink or a soda, Chick-fil-A's Diet Lemonade is proof that sometimes the lighter option actually makes you feel better both today and in the long term. It's one of those underrated menu items that quietly delivers on taste, health, and simple enjoyment, all in one cup. Number 3, Panera Bread Green Passion Smoothie. At first glance, this drink looks like one of those healthy but boring smoothies you might force yourself to order. It's green, it's simple, it doesn't have whipped cream piled on top. But don't let the looks fool you. This is one of the rare fast food drinks that actually delivers on both taste and health. A regular green passion smoothie at Panera is made with mango, peach, and spinach. That combo gives you natural sweetness from fruit, plus the vitamins and minerals from leafy greens. We're talking vitamin A for your eyes, vitamin C for your immune system, and a decent hit of potassium to help balance blood pressure. It's the kind of drink that quietly sneaks in nutrients while making you feel like you're treating yourself. Now, let's be real. It's not sugar-free. A regular serving has about 50 grams of sugar, but here's the key difference. It comes from fruit, not syrups or soda chemicals. That means your body handles it differently. The fiber, antioxidants, and natural sugars work together to give you steady energy, instead of the sharp spike and crash you get from most sweetened drinks. For seniors, that makes a big difference. No crazy blood sugar spikes, better digestion, and actual nutrients that support heart, bone, and eye health. Studies even show that diets rich in leafy greens and fruits can lower the risk of cardiovascular disease by up to 20% in older adults. In other words, this isn't just a smoothie, it's a little daily investment in your long-term wellness. And the taste? It's surprisingly delightful, tropical, light, and refreshing, like a mini vacation in a cup. Many people say it feels like a treat, not a health chore, which is exactly why it works so well. You get that satisfying, fruity flavor without feeling guilty or weighed down. So yeah, it may not be a fun dessert in a cup with whipped cream or syrupy toppings, but Panera's Green Passion Smoothie is proof that sometimes the smarter choice is also the tastiest one. It's a drink that looks simple but gives your body exactly what it needs. And that's something everyone, especially older adults, can appreciate. Number 2, McDonald's Black Coffee. I'll be honest, every time I walked into McDonald's in the past, my eyes would immediately land on the McFlurries or those creamy caramel lattes. Sweet, comforting, but deep down, I knew they weren't doing me any favors. One chilly morning, instead of my usual order, I decided to try something different. McDonald's plain black coffee. When the cup landed in my hand, steam gently rising, it felt almost too simple. No whipped cream, no drizzle, no sugar swirl, just coffee. I took the first sip, expecting bitterness, but instead, I found warmth. It was bold, clean, and surprisingly smooth. That simple cup did more than wake me up. It made me feel lighter, sharper, more in control. And here's the real reason it matters. Black coffee has 0 sugar, almost no calories, and is packed with antioxidants that support brain and heart health. For those of us over 60, where energy slumps and sugar crashes can hit harder, this swap is a game changer. Instead of fueling fatigue, it fuels focus. But that's not all. As we age, our metabolism slows down, and our bodies can't handle sugar the way they used to. A caramel latte might look harmless, but it can pack in over 45 grams of sugar in one medium cup. That's like pouring 10 teaspoons straight into your system. And while it tastes good in the moment, the after effects are rough. Spiking blood sugar, then dropping it like a stone, leaving you drained. Black coffee avoids that roller coaster. Studies even show that older adults who drink coffee without sugar have a lower risk of heart disease and type 2 diabetes compared to those who stick with sugary drinks. Plus, the caffeine gives your brain that gentle boost, improving focus, memory, and alertness, something we all appreciate a little more with age. So yes, it's simple, maybe even plain looking, but don't let that fool you. Sometimes the healthiest choices aren't the flashy ones, they're the steady ones. And in this case, that plain black cup at McDonald's might just be the smartest upgrade you can make to your daily routine. Number 1, Subway lemon water. I used to grab a Subway sandwich and automatically reach for a soda habit, you know? But last week, in a rare moment of, let's try something different, I noticed their Subway lemon water infusion. Honestly, I thought, water with a hint of lemon? Meh, probably tasteless. But curiosity won. The first sip surprised me. The lemon wasn't overpowering. It was subtle, bright, and refreshing. It felt like my body sighed with relief hydration without the heaviness or sugar crash. I could actually taste the freshness, like someone had carefully squeezed real lemons into my cup. The light citrus tang woke up my senses in a way that a soda never could. Here's why it's actually a wise choice, especially if you're over 60. A regular soda adds hundreds of empty calories and tons of sugar, spiking blood glucose and draining energy. This lemon-infused water, 0 sugar, 0 calories, naturally hydrating, and full of vitamin C and antioxidants. Studies published in the Journal of Nutrition and the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition suggest that antioxidants from citrus can help reduce inflammation, support cardiovascular health, and even improve cognitive function in older adults. That's not just a refreshing drink. It's a subtle boost for your heart, joints, and immune system. By the second sip, I realized it wasn't just about hydration. It was a moment of clarity. No crash, no bloated feeling, no guilt, just clean refreshment that complemented my meal instead of working against it. Honestly, after that, I started looking forward to my drinks almost as much as my sandwiches. A simple switch like this proves that sometimes the healthiest choices are the ones that feel effortless and satisfying.